With a commanding lead over his opponent in the polls, U.S. Senator Tim Kaine has been out on the campaign trail, garnering support for Virginia's Democratic U.S. congressional candidates. Yesterday, Senator Kaine appeared with 6th District U.S. congressional candidate Jennifer Lewis at the Rockbridge Lexington Democratic headquarters in Lexington, Virginia. The small headquarters was packed with supporters wall to wall and shoulder to shoulder as they heard the two candidates speak. Senator Kaine told the crowd why he feels Jennifer Lewis is the right candidate for the 6th District.
What a difference, if you just wanted to have one, what a difference to have somebody in Congress, a frontline mental health worker who understands the system failures and have a passion about trying to make life better for families. So will you do everything to make sure that Jennifer wins and is your next Congresswoman?
Jennifer Lewis told the crowd that Democrats need to reach out to independents and moderate Republicans, and in some cases, far-right Republicans.
Whereas it's so easy to just judge someone as, oh, they voted for Trump, I'm going to hate them, I'm going to unfriend them on Facebook, I'm never going to talk to them. That's so easy. But that's why we're in the situation that we're in right now. We have to stop not talking to people that we don't agree with. I highly recommend everybody to go, whether it's an alcoholic drink or going out for coffee, going out for dinner, go talk to somebody that you don't agree with. Because you end up finding out you actually agree on so much more than you disagree on. And when you can build that relationship, it's that much harder to hate the other side.
I spoke to Michelle Watkins. She is the chair for the Rockbridge County Democratic Party. She said Kaine and Lewis are great candidates and said Democrats are excited about these candidates.
The momentum here just continues to grow. It's been wonderful, the reception that we have from our community as we're all trying to work together. We have to strengthen our community, and that's one of the great things about Jennifer Lewis as our candidate, is she is definitely focused on developing communities, advocating for communities, and really being the voice for communities as she moves forward in her career and on our behalf.
While the majority of the conversation was about the good things going on in this race, Senator Kaine did mention Donald J. Trump. Kaine's opponent, Corey Stewart, is an unapologetic Trump loyalist.
The degree of division that's being stoked from the chief bully pulpit in the country, and that frankly probably the office of the president, if there is a chief bully pulpit in the world with the loudest microphone in the world, it might well be the President of the United States. And that message now is heavily one of division. I think it's a tragedy to live in a time when there's not a single minister, there's not a single teacher, there's not a single parent who is telling young people, you should be like that person. You should emulate that person. You should talk like that person. You should think like that person. You should speak like that person. You should treat other people the way he does. You should treat your family the way he does. I think whether you believe in the policies or not of a president, you would want somebody that young people, students, others could look at and emulate, and that's not what we have right now.
Earlier in the day, Jennifer Lewis had appeared at an event at Liberty University where she had to share a stage with Stewart. Lewis said Stewart's words were frightening and racist.
We shared a stage with Senator Kaine's opponent. And you would think after last week's event, he'd tone it down a little bit, but he did not. And I sat there in the front row and listened to his racist, hateful talk, and it was horrifying. It was absolutely horrifying. He got up there and said hateful things about immigrants. Called them, and they play his TV ad, and I don't know how many of you have seen his TV ad, but you won't be able to go to bed. You'll have nightmares. He gets up there and says, you know, you need to elect me so I can support Donald Trump and to stop the invasion of illegal aliens.
What?
This is the man that our Senator Kaine is running against. Someone who gets up on stage at Liberty University and preaches hate.
Senator Kaine addressed Corey Stewart's oft-used phrase, it's time to take back Virginia.
And just the theme of his campaign, take back Virginia. A Virginia that works for all, take back Virginia. Take it back from who?
Yeah.
Take it back for who? Take it back how far? Take it back where? I travel all over this Commonwealth and I talk to all kinds of people, and sometimes they agree with me and sometimes they don't. I don't hear Virginians telling me the main important thing is for us to go back.
Jennifer Lewis said her opponent, Delegate Ben Cline, makes up lies about her to attack her.
And as we see, he's not being very civil. He's putting out attack ads that are full of lies. He doesn't know, but I have lots of Republican supporters, and so when they get his emails, they forward it to me. So he's sending out these emails that are full of hate and lies. We get nowhere when we lie about our opponent.
Lewis said she does not need to make up lies to tell people how bad Kaine is. All she has to do is point out his voting record as a state lawmaker.
How horrible it was that he voted for the invasive ultrasound bill, and how horrible it was that he voted in support of shackling pregnant inmates while they gave birth. You all know that. But I don't have to stand up here and tell lies about our opponent. I just have to give you the facts, and then you all can decide, is that a value that I want in my representative when they go to Washington?
We can't continue the same old as it's been for the last 25 years. We need change, and Jennifer Lewis is that change that we need.
In Lexington, Theodore Whitelow, Breaking Through News.